I interviewed Stacey on Black America recently, and a friend of mine who is a social activist and theologian posted on Facebook, and she said, I couldn't imagine the conversation because you talked about so many unusual things that didn't seem to sit next to each other. Because Stacey was talking about wealth, she was talking about social isolation, she was talking about Black women in feminism and ice skating. She was an ice skater, you know. I mean, the group that's here, and this entire life that now is focused on Black women is just an extraordinary thing. So many kudos to you. I have spent many years in the media and working for and with Gloria Steinem, founded the Women's Media Center. And and with Jane Fonda and Robin Morgan, a couple of other wild, not radical at all, you know, feminists. But one of the things that we started talking about then, and we're like 10, 11 years old now, was about the invisible woman. And that invisible woman was the Black woman. And that invisible woman is still invisible. We know now, because of all of these outrageous murders that are taking place in the streets we believe that it's our Black men who are being shot down in the streets, and we know all of their names. It's, you know, I go through the list. But then most people can only name one of the women who has been killed in recent times, and that's Sandra Bland. And why is that? That we know all of the guys, we know their names, we know their situation, we know their family, we knew their work, we knew everything about them, what they were carrying when they were killed or whatever. And yet for the women, it seems to be like a barrier, like we don't want to see her. We don't want to know her name. We don't, maybe it's just too frightening, you know? So I think that, you know, Kim Crenshaw, who is considered the mother of intersectionality, if you've studied there, you know, and Gloria talks about it all the time. It says it's not just gender, it's race, it's all of these things, disability, faith, all of these things that come together that we must discuss together as opposed to trying to single them out. She has a program called Say Her Name. You know, it's just a mantra we've got to do every day. Say her name. Mm-hmm. And what you're doing is giving visibility to a very, very deep problem we have in our society, and that is the reluctance to acknowledge Black women. When Gloria was talking about the election, and the Black women who came out in force, the Black women who put Barack Obama in the White House, mm-hmm. and yet you say, so now, so what do we get in return for that? And the answer seems to be exactly nothing. I think we have to keep all of that in mind and put the pressure on the powers that be. If we're going to vote for you, you're going to give us a better life. Mm-hmm. You're going to make it possible for us to raise our children, to work, to start our businesses, to thrive in this country, or else you will not hold those offices. And the next thing we have to do is to run for those offices. And so, so do that, and because I know that Susan is back there and she's raising money for you. So all the Black women who are running for office, she's sitting right in the... And we're going to get it done. 2018 is around the corner. 2020, you know, is a must-do for Black women in this country, where we're paid back for all of the hard work that we've done. So invisibility is the thing to know about it. And when we talk about the media, it's in the representation and it's in the participation. And I think that we still have so many steps to take in that direction. We haven't had a Black woman anchor on a network news show for since Carol Simpson. She's the first and the only one. The only reason we have a Black man sitting in the seat at NBC is that the gentleman who held the seat before that got into a little hot water. Otherwise, we'd still be saying there are no Black men, no Black women, nothing. So I think we have a lot of work to do, and it's that invisibility key.